I should be sleeping right now, but I've just been like reading some comments about a video that I did today, and it's like at first I kind of thought maybe everybody was just dogging all the realtors because it's like it's a viral thing to do right now to sort of like trash that. And so of course, because I do that for a living, it's irritating to hear people discount what you do when I know that I go above and beyond for my clients. The whole reason why I went into real estate was because when I bought a house like 12 years ago, I didn't have a good realtor and hence didn't have a good lender, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. And my husband and I were just like, what do we pay? What do we do next? Like we were just so uninformed, and it was irritating and it was stressful, and there was just so many unknowns. And so when I went into real estate 8 years ago, I was like, what the hell with it? Like I'm not, no one that works with me is going to go through that. And so I live staunchly by that. I'm also super transparent, so I feel like that no matter what, like I've always told my clients the good, bad, and ugly. I feel like buying a house, whether it's an investment or whether it's a house you're going to live in, is probably one of the biggest investments that people make, and I don't take that lightly. And so I just feel like that as a realtor, you should be telling people the good, bad, and ugly, and then they should feel empowered to make a decision for what's best for them and their situation or their family or whomever that may be. And so it's pretty disheartening tonight to read a lot of comments that some people have posted on one of my videos that was supposed to be lighthearted and funny. But honestly, like, I just want you to know, like, I hear you. I do. I really hear you. And what I would want to say is, gosh, there are a lot of people out there that have had horrible, ridiculous, uncalled for, bad experiences with realtors. And so I guess, as a realtor in my profession, I guess what I would, tell people is be better, to the realtors, be better. If you're going to do this, be fully vested, be fully present, be fully, like, really, like, you should be like the biggest advocate for your buyers or your sellers. They should know that you're like in the trenches with them, that you're going to do whatever, you're going to negotiate, you're going to fight on their behalf. They should know that you're working hard. They should be able to reach you. I mean, everybody that goes into this career path knows it's not a 9-to-5 job. I mean, sure, we have families and things, and we do have to set boundaries just like everybody else, but you should also be keenly aware of the fact that most people you're going to work with do have jobs. And so, you have to be flexible with them. So that's kind of another thing. But overall, I just feel like people deserve to be respected. And I believe that they shouldn't feel pressured ever to make an offer. I don't know. I don't want to ramble on here. I know that most people will have probably already swiped this video past by then, but I really am disheartened to hear that, people really have had terrible experiences, and even within just the last few years, and feeling like that their agent was like, you're going to bring a full price offer and stuff goes fast. And I mean, nobody should ever feel like they have to put an offer in right then. If somebody in sales is trying to get you to make an offer right now and acts like if you don't make an offer right now, you're not going to get it for this price, or it's going to be gone, or whatever, like, get a different realtor, okay? Get a different person in sales, because if the desperation is kind of coming across at that point, then who are they really working for? Like themselves or for you? And it should always be that way. So I know that I can't solve all the world's problems, and I live in Oklahoma, so I understand that real estate here may be different than it is in some states, and I don't even want to suggest that I know what everybody's experience has been. I only know the experiences that I have had doing real estate in 8 years, and I've been super blessed doing it. My business now is basically repeat clients and referrals, not just referrals from from my clients, but referrals from other agents in different states and such. And so a couple of tips I can give you if you are people that are buying to help avoid getting a bad realtor. Number one, don't go on Zillow or realtor.com or whatever and see a house and it says contact an agent. Don't click that. You realize at that point that you're not even getting the listing agent. Like those sign calls don't go to listing agents anymore. People pay for leads, and I used to pay for them too long ago. Those are people that are basically just want leads to come to them. They pay for them. And so basically it just does like a round robin. It's literally just luck of the draw. You might as well just go to Vegas. I mean, sure, you can get good realtors off Zillow.com, or not Zillow. I don't mean to give you the website, but off of Zillow or realtor.com. But there's just no guarantee that you're going to be getting like a good solid one that's really going to be advocating for you. So here's a few things you can do to ensure to give yourself a better outcome. Number one is ask your friends or your family if they have had experience with a good realtor where they really felt like that they were a priority and that they were taken care of and that they were listened to. My gosh, I've heard so many stories. I read so many stories about people feeling like their realtor didn't hear them. That's so disheartening. So the first thing that you can do is ask your friends or family. If you don't have anyone if you don't find any experience doing that, call a local brokerage in your town, ask to speak to the broker and tell them, I want the top 3 agents in your office, and not necessarily the ones that do the most production, because those aren't always the best either. Tell that broker that you want the top 3 agents that truly, truly care and advocate for their clients and are going to be there, because that's the level of service that you need. You can do that. If you want another neutral approach, call your local title company. They work with all of the agents from all the brokerages, and they know which ones are good and which ones follow through and which ones are there for their clients. And it's a neutral recommendation. Have them give you like 2 or 3 and interview all of them, and then trust your gut. The last thing that you can do is you can reach out to an agent in a different state. I mean, I've had people that I've helped here that have, moved out of state and then called me when it was time to buy or sell because they trusted my judgment. And then I found somebody stellar in their area to refer someone, to them. I'm happy to do that for anybody that needs it. But there are other ways that you can find good people in your area. It just takes a little bit of research, but I promise you, it is like night and day difference when you have somebody that truly works their ass off in this job and that really, truly, truly works and advocates for the people they represent. If you're a realtor that's working with you, if you don't feel like they're doing everything to make sure that this is a successful, peaceful, and stress-free transaction for you, they should be doing that. It's sales. The goal there should be that they treat you so well, they take care of you so well that you wouldn't dare want to go anywhere else. That's how it should be. If you have an agent or a realtor that's not making you feel that way, it's a transactional basis kind of a deal. I mean, they're not necessarily looking, they're hoping, but they're not really looking or working towards repeat clients, and that's not the way that it should be. So if you run into that, get rid of that realtor and find one that will do it. Anyway, I don't know if that helped. I just was really bothered by some of the comments I read and just thought maybe some of those tips might be helpful to the people who have had bad experiences with realtors. I mean, I really am sorry. I've had one myself before I was one, and it's really, really not supposed to be that way. So I'm sorry that you've gone through that. I can understand why you're pissed. I mean, I was pissed when it happened to me, but I'd be pissed too in your situation. So anyway, I know that, like a few of us, can't fix, or the majority of us can't necessarily all fix the bad apples out there, but there's bad apples in every career path, not just real estate. But anyway, I'm truly sorry that's happened to you. And I hope some of the things I've said in here are maybe helpful, at least to someone. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good night. Blessings to everyone.